নমস্কার বন্ধুরা, hi friends. We will continue learning Bengali verbs and today we are going to cover two very important verbs. So we have already learnt khawa, dewa, newa, chawa, pawa, gawa and showa in our previous lessons and today we are going to learn jawa which means to go and asha which means to come. Now, for the verbs which we have learned previously, all of them end in wa and all of them have the similar e, o, and I endings. So, the verb Java will also have similar endings which we already know. So, let's have a look at what the endings are. So, Java to make into the conjugations, we will subtract the wa ending from Java, and for the first person, we will add e. For the second person, we will add o, and for the third person, we will add I. So it becomes ami jai, amra jai. For the second person, it's tumi jao, tumra jao, and for the third person, it is o jai, ora jai. So we know that in case of simple present tense, for the third person, there are two classes of verbs. Some take on the ending I, which we have already seen, uh, and some take on the ending A, which we are going to see today. So if you see the root words for Kawa, Deva, Newa, Chawa, Bawa, Gawa, Showa, Jawa, all of them have the same ending and they take the third person ending of I. In case of Asha, the ending is different and this is a verb which will be treated differently. Let's see how. So in case of Java, if you notice, we have to subtract the wa and add e, o and I to make the conjugations. But in case of Asha, we just change the last a to e, o and a. So in Asha, we are not subtracting the wa sound, we are just changing the last vowel to e, o and a to make the conjugations. So for the first person, this verb conjugations become Ami ashi, Amra ashi. For second person, you, Tumi asho, Tomra asho. For the third person, O ashe, Ora ashe. In case we want the negatives of the verb, we just add na to the endings. This is universally applicable. So it becomes Ami jaina, Amra jaina, তুমি যাও না, তোমরা যাও না, ও যায় না, ওরা যায় না. For Asha, the sentences become আমি আসি না, আমরা আসি না, তুমি আসো না, তোমরা আসো না, ও আসে না, ওরা আসে না.
Let's have a look at some examples and let me introduce you to one of the most confusing markers in Bengali, which is the suffix a. Our first example here is O skule jai. O skule jai. O obviously can stand for either he or she because Bengali is gender neutral. Jai means goes, and to signal the place where he or she goes is the school, we have the marker a added as a suffix to the end of the word school. Now, there are two confusing things about this marker A. One, it can be added to words in different contexts, like not only to signal to, but also in multitude of other contexts. We will see few of them in later examples today, but this can be something very confusing. But know that it happens. I'm not going to explain it right away because it will become too much of a cognitive load. And secondly, even in case where I'm saying that, let's say he goes to school, I can say o school jai, or I can drop the suffix a and I can say o school jai, and both will mean the same thing. Uh, so be aware that the like if you are saying that going to a place or coming to a place, that a can be there or it cannot may not be there. Um but let me try to explain it in more details in the other examples as well. As a rule of thumb, you can take that if the word, uh, like the name of the place to which you are going, if it ends in a consonant, like let's say school, or any other place, let's say Nagpur or Domdom or Morigram, someplace like that. If it ends in a consonant, then you will add a to that. And if it ends in a vowel, like Delhi or Kolkata or Bari, then you can drop the a. It has something to do with how the word sounds with the suffix. But just as a rule of thumb, you can add the suffix a if the word has a consonant at the end, and you can drop the suffix a if the word doesn't have a consonant at the end of it, or the word has a vowel at the end of it. Uh, okay, so o school jai means he or she goes to school, and the a at the end of the school signals that this is the place to which you are going. Let's have another example. আমি এবার বাড়ি যাই, আমি এবার বাড়ি যাই. Here you can see that bari ends in a vowel, and we are not adding a to the end of bari. But this also means that you are going to home. We can also use these verbs Java and Asha in sentences. So with of course the inflection in the voice. So if I want to ask, do you go to college? I can say, তুমি কলেজে যাও, তুমি কলেজে যাও. Uh, Here college ends in a vowel, but still we are adding a. But we can also drop the a and just say তুমি college যাও, and it will have the exact same meaning. It is understood that uh, if there is no marker in the name of the place, then it signals to that place. Okay. Again, in the we can also have negative sentences like তোমরা ক্লাবে যাও না, তোমরা ক্লাবে যাও না. Uh, the the usage of the sentences are kind of similar to that in English. For example, if I say, do you go to college? Then I'm expecting you to answer yes. But when I say, don't you go to club? Then I was expecting you to go to the club, but I'm surprised or shocked that you don't go there. So the sentences in Bengali also have kind of a similar context. When I say "Tumi college jao," then I'm expecting you to answer to my question, possibly in the positive. Uh, but when I say "Tomra clube jao na," then it's more like a surprise that I was expecting you to be to go to the club, but I'm surprised that you are not going there.
When we deal with the word come, there is another marker we need to be aware of. The word from in Bengali is theke. Theke. So when I say I come from a place, I will add theke after that place. When I say I go to a place, I add a as a suffix to that word. Here also theke comes after the word. So for both to and from in Bengali, the suffixes or the words come after the name of the place. So আমি অফিস থেকে আসি means I come from office. আমি অফিস থেকে আসি, আমি অফিস থেকে আসি, I come from office. So the word from is থেকে and it comes after the name of the place. It can also be used in questions. So don't you come from the library? তোমরা লাইব্রেরি থেকে আসো না, তোমরা লাইব্রেরি থেকে আসো না। And you can also frame this question in a positive manner. তোমরা লাইব্রেরি থেকে আসো means do you come from the library? Again, the expectation is similar. When I say তোমরা লাইব্রেরি থেকে আসো, I expect you to say yes. When I say তোমরা লাইব্রেরি থেকে আসো না, it's more like a surprise or a doubt I'm clearing that I was expecting you to come from the library. তোমরা লাইব্রেরি থেকে আসো না। ওরা লন্ডন থেকে আসে। Now, this Bengali sentence is the literal translation of the English sentence, they come from London. Now, in English, when we say they come from London, it has two meanings. One, the literal meaning, that is, they come from London, let's say by train or by bus or commute regularly from London. And the second meaning is they are natives of London, that they stay in London and they are natives of London. In that sense, they come from London. So the Bengali sentence, Ora London theke ashe, means the first one, that is, they commute from London. If I want to say they stay in London or they belong to London or they're natives of London, that is covered in a different way with a different verb. In if you say this sentence, Ora London theke ashe, it means that they come from London via train or bus or flight, or they commute from London in that sense, not the second option. Okay. Now, in this sentence, we are saying Tomra roj asho. Do you come every day? One thing I want you to notice here is there is no like though we are using the word come, we are not using any places in this sentence. So you can skip places altogether and still use the word asha and java. So Tomra roj asho. Tomra roj asho. Do you come every day? Places are not compulsory to be used in the same sentence as the verbs come and go. If I want to say that I come from place X and go to place X, that's also possible to say that in the same sentence in Bengali. So let's see. I come from home to office. আমি বাড়ি থেকে অফিসে আসি, and then I go from office to home. আবার অফিস থেকে বাড়ি যাই। আমি বাড়ি থেকে অফিসে আসি, আবার অফিস থেকে বাড়ি যাই। Two things to note here. Number one, we generally put the place from where I am coming at like first, and then the place to where I'm going after that. It's possible to flip that, like you can say the place to where you are going first and the place from where you are coming after that, but it sounds unnatural in Bengali. Like this, the sentences will be understood because there are markers, uh, but it will sound unnatural. So preferably stick to the place from where you are coming. Try to say that first, and the place to where you are going, that next. Second thing, if you see bari theke, office theke, like from, the word theke means from, so we are not dropping that in any of the sentences. But in case of the place where I'm going to, for example, in the first sentence, it's office A. In the next sentence, we are not saying body A. I mean, body A sounds very unnatural because of two two similar sounding vowels just next to each other. So, in case of body A, we will just not use A. So sometimes you will see in certain words the marker A which signals to that place is not used, um, but that is allowed. Uh, so in a sentence, if you are saying you are going to some place, you can drop that marker A, though it's suggested that in most cases you use it. But in certain cases, that marker A will be missing for the place to where you are going. But the place from where you are coming, that marker theke has to be always present. So if there in a sentence there's a motion verb like come and go, and there's a place which does not have a marker, then it always means that it is the place you are going to. Because if you're coming from a place, you have to use theke mandatorily. Uh, okay. So let's have a look at a difficult example. So let's see a more longer sentence, but we will go there step by step. Tomra asho. You come. Subject plus verb. তোমরা রোজ সকালে আসো. রোজ সকালে means every day morning. So this is subject plus timestamp plus verb. তোমরা রোজ সকালে মৌরিগ্রাম থেকে আসো. As I said, we will insert the place from where we are coming first, in case that information we are conveying in the sentence. তোমরা রোজ সকালে মৌরিগ্রাম থেকে এখানে আসো. So every morning you come from Maurigram to this place. তোমরা রোজ সকালে ট্রেনে মৌরিগ্রাম থেকে এখানে আসো. Means every morning you come by train from Maurigram till this place. Now, two things I wanted to point out. One, the subject and the verb. The verb always have to stay at the end. So asho, that position is fixed. In case of the subject and the timestamp, you can interchange either the subject or the timestamp to go first. So you can say tomra roj shokale blah blah blah, or you can say roj shokale tomra blah blah blah. So that's the only interchangeable portion in this, like towards the beginning. So either the subject has to be at the beginning or the timestamp has to be at the beginning. The rest of the blocks, traine, by train, Maurigram theke, and ekhane, like from some place to this place and by some means. All of these blocks you can move around, but I have given the most natural sounding order of the words. But again, preferably have the place from where you are coming before the place to which you are going in the sentence. And the second thing I wanted to mention is, I said if we are going to some place, we will add a after that to signal that it's the place we are going to. But the suffix a is used in other contexts also in Bengali. For example, roj shokale. So every morning is roj shokal, and we are adding a to that. Traine, by train, we are adding a to that. Ekhan means here. Ekhane means to here, to this place. So we are adding a to that. So a is used in quite a few different contexts. It acts as a marker to different things. So we will get there in the subsequent lessons. I mean, it might sound confusing, but just know for now. Just know that a can have multiple uses, but for the place you are going to, we can use a. And in some cases, if it ends in a vowel, especially if the name of the place ends in a vowel, sometimes we will drop the a as well. But the place from where you are coming, you have to use theke mandatorily to signal that it's the place from where you are coming. So now we are doing verbs, and in case of verbs, we will keep in mind verb groups which have similar endings, and hence they will have similar conjugations. We have done group 1 extensively, which covers khawa, dewa, newa, chawa, pawa, gawa, showa, and today we covered Java. So these are major verbs in group 1, and for these verbs we subtract or we take out the wa and add e, o, and I to make the first, second, and third person verbs. For group 2, we are starting out. We just covered Asha today, and we had covered Bhalobasha long time back in chapter 1. So maybe we will have a look at it again in next or like coming lessons. Uh, and you will also see that they Asha and Bhalobasha, they also have very similar kind of conjugations. In case of this group of verbs, we do not remove the last consonant. We will just change the last vowel to E, O, and A to make the verbs. Uh, One thing I wanted to point out, that you have to keep in mind the context of the sentence, because sometimes uh, there there are certain words which are pronounced exactly in the same way, but they have multiple meanings. For example, ashi. So ashi is ami ashi, amra ashi. So I come and we come. That is ashi. But ashi also means 80 in Bengali, 80. So you need to keep in mind the context of where the word appears in the sentence. So use your common sense. Uh, and finally, keep noticing the inflections. They will convey significant information of whether it's a statement, it's a sarcastic comment, or it's a question, or it's an emphasis to the sentence. So just keep your ears open about that. The lesson name Shudh Java Asha is a song by Rabindranath Tagore, and as we learnt in the last lesson, such songs composed by Rabindranath Tagore are known as Rabindra Songit in Bengali, and the song goes like this. শুধু যাওয়া আশা, শুধু স্রোতে ভাষা, শুধু যাওয়া আশা, শুধু স্রোতে ভাষা, শুধু আলো আঁধারে। For today's homework, try translating this sentence. মা দুর্গা প্রত্যেক বছর স্বর্গ থেকে মর্তে আসেন. Ashen is the honorific form of Ashe, which is the second person verb form. Ma Durga means Goddess Durga. And for the other words which you may not know, I have given the meanings in the next slide. So refer that other slide if you don't know certain words. From a sentence structure perspective, this you should be able to do it very easily. This is today's word list. Have a look when you need to. That's it for today. সবাই ভালো থেকো, আবার দেখা হবে. Everyone stay well. We will meet again soon.